All right. We are back with another strategy for you. We've been working on the Vietnamese lame into elephants. And what we're going to do in this strategy, we're going to, well, send our scout out, try and lame as many resources as we possibly can. Then we are going to wall up at home and we are going to build two stables to then pump out elefantes. We're using our sheep right now to scout whatever we couldn't scout with our scout because our scout is forward, and that's about it for right now. There are some other elements that we are going to talk about as we go through. Oh yeah, we got a sheep already. I'm feeling pretty good about the situation, except for that there is a scout hot on my tail, so we are going to have a little bit of a ring around the rosy over here, trying to get that high ground, trying to get some hits in, but he's definitely ahead in terms of HP. Can we win this? Scout engage. Awkward. He's at top. I'm on top. Oh man, this reminds me of my college wrestling days. I'm just kidding. I never wrestled a day in my life except with I was gonna say something inappropriate. Except with my Uncle William, okay? If you guys all must know. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I don't have an uncle named William. Or do I? Dun 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 dun. Also, I did notice that we accidentally sent too many to wood. Because of that laming attempt, we actually set ourselves back a little bit because we didn't quite manage to get our sheep in. I have not had a whole bunch of success with the laming, and the games that I do have really good success with the laming have been absolutely detrimental in terms of what happens in the game. I had this really nice game where I lamed a whole bunch from this Aztec player, like a ton of his resources. And I was like, yeah, I got 4 sheep and I got a boar. Ha 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 ha. There's no conversion, conversion, conversion. All right, GG. Well played. We are going to speed this up a little bit, so we pull off some of these villagers that were on wood, and we are going to turn off the fog of war, so we do want to make sure that we are completely walled. And areas that are risky for us, we are even going to double wall, because we don't want anything getting into our base. We're going to try and do minimal output of military. This scout honestly is too much military for me already. He has 2 HP, he's still fully functional. We're going to try and run him around as much as we can. We are going to make a barracks just in case there are some scouts. And really awkward boar lore, don't look at that. Sending some to gold. Elephants primarily cost food. I think it's 120 food and 70 gold, but they do cost some gold nonetheless. And this guy really needs to be over on this side of the mount. Those are just little things that you can do to make things more effective. I mean, look how far he has to walk around every single trip of his gold. Yeah, so I do actually correct his behavior because I notice that he is being a naughty boy. And we're even going to double layer this. Why not? Why not? Just double layer everything. This area we kind of left for what it was. Now, our opponent is already in feudal age, but it doesn't look like our opponent wants to go for anything in feudal age. It looks like he wants a fast castle behind this, as he has huge monster walls himself. So that's totally fine by me. We're going to try and surprise with some elefantes once we get up to that beautiful castle age. I think he was kind of caught by surprise that the fact that we went up to feudal so late and then exerted no pressure whatsoever. So I think we actually go for... Do we go for market? Yeah, I was going to say we have way too much gold. We accidentally grabbed way too many on gold. So we are going to balance that out. And I think we're going to go for a stable as well. But we should really not build that. Okay, blacksmith. And then we're going to build a stable after that. Sure. It's fine. That's actually pretty smooth, fast castle. I mean, 16-minute. Going to be there in about 90%, and let's build some of those stables. Now this is key. Build the stables in the middle, and the reason we build the stables in the middle is so that nobody can see the terrible things that we are doing behind our walls, aka creating tons of mutated war machines, aka the chonkies, the big chonka, the fluffy McGuffey. I don't know, man. I don't know any other synonyms for elephants. I'm just making stuff up. But you know what? I enjoy it. There we go. 1 chonker, 2 chonker, 3 chonker, 4. I don't think we have enough to keep producing them, but we're gonna try for as long as we can. Oh, I should never try and sing. My goodness, I'm an absolute terrible singer, but you know what is fun? 8 elefantes. Now, I saw that he had reached castle relatively quickly behind me, so I decided, you know what? Send what we got. We got 9 elephants. See how it turns out. If it turns out well, we're going to continue with additional elephants. If it doesn't turn out very well, then we're going to switch into archers. Why switch into archers, you may ask? Well, because Vietnamese have pretty solid archers. They get Imperial Skirm, which is unique as well. And another reason is, well, they're going to be expecting chonky boys. They're going to be expecting more elephants. Now, going archers against Ethiopian isn't the best decision, but here they come. Here they come. We have 9, 10, 11 chonky boys running at the highest speed possible. And down slow motion. Let's get that going. Can we find any damage at this point? And is it going to be worth? So right now, it's 47 to 32. My goodness, I'm trash at eco. And that's probably because he has free TCs. But this is going to be quite difficult for him to deal with. And we are killing villagers left and right. 40. Wow, we really did kill a whole bunch of vills over here. 45. That's not great. I mean, we even got some scouts being constructed. I tried to make the scouts for the monks, but you're gonna see that I'm a micro god in a lot of ways. So that's not going to turn out too well for us, especially once these monks actually do start pumping out. And we're just trying to snipe as many villagers as we possibly can. He is still 10 villagers ahead. That is not a great number for us. And now I think we have decided that we probably should be switching into something else, especially with this monastery over here. But these elephants, we've only lost one so far, have absolutely run amok. And there is the first monk, and that's going to be problems for us right there. Can we actually... Oh, scout with 2 HP. Come on, Jeffrey. You have one job. You had one job. And I see that monk. Can we snipe that monk? Snipe him! Snipe him! Sniping a monk with elephants. So much damage has been done. We're trying to bring out additional light cav to try and deal with those monks. And my goodness, we are still, I believe, behind by... Yeah. Still behind by 13 villagers. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Even having a castle constructed over here. Trying to even out this vill count, but man, we're still down by 11 villagers. There's not much that we can do with these chonky boys once this castle does go up, and we're just slightly too late for that. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. We can't stay in there. So now we're in a situation where we have put ourselves, by means of our grandiose strategy choice, where we have 18 military and our opponent has 2. But we have no villager leads still. And these scouts can no longer get in, which would really be useful because these chunky boys are now at risk of conversion. Well, you know what? The one scout that we do have remaining, let's have him get targeted. And yeah, that's a dead one as well. We have a monk over here trying to get some conversions in. We're going to run away from that monk. Haha, psych! We're not running away from nothing. And just trying to get as many vills as possible, but it's super awkward. So we're just going to take down the TC. Why not? More conversions coming in. Oh, that chonky boy strategy is falling apart. Even the leading elephants at this point, just trying to keep him as busy as we possibly can. And I guess we close the vill differential to 9? Yeah. I was really hoping that these chunky boys would end the game over here, and no, more conversions coming in. So we just we just delete the rest of them. Wow, whatever. We don't need those guys anymore. Meanwhile, now we're going full boom mode at home. We're gonna try and switch into archers. He's only seen chunky boys, so hoping to surprise him again. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Start pumping out villagers. I know he only has 2 TCs at this point. 1, 2, because I took down the... What? You can rebuild TCs? I thought once they die, they're done. No, I'm just messing around. So it's free TCs versus free TCs, but he's putting a lot into stone. We actually haven't put very much into stone yet. Now we are starting to get out a castle because Rattans, I think, is kind of nice at some point. But whoa. We want to base that based on what he's doing. Wow, a little bit of lag there, and quickly got up to 100 pop. We are actually ahead in terms of population and in terms of villager after that major boom. And you know what? If you're gonna boom, you might as well boom. We are nowhere near Imperial Age. Right now, what Red should do is he should get the upgrades for the units that he is going for, and he should be wrecking me. Now, he is getting the first upgrade for Chonkers. Wait, didn't he only convert 2 of mine? Why are there free elephants over here? That's right! Feeling Yan NLP playing as the Malay is going for elephants as well. Who would have ever guessed? Now, I do think that there was a big mistake made here by Red. I think he should have gotten those texts way before. What is he picking off there? A scout? I think he should have gone for these texts way before. And the reason I say that is because, yeah, he's getting the Castle Age upgrade. You shouldn't get the Castle Age upgrade in Imperial. You should get that while you're going to the Imperial Age, in my opinion. +2, +1. Probably going to get the defense upgrade as well. But we're just trying to mass up archers at this point. A whole bunch of idols over here, Poop Lord. Come on. Come on. Wow. Lunch break, I guess, huh? You construct a castle and that's it? Is that how it is at this point? Even a conversion coming in. Yeah, he got another one of my light cab that was, I guess, chilling outside of his base. I lose track of so much stuff when I'm constructing things. And we need gold, so maybe another TC over here would have been nice. But this is just farming eco at this point. And we want to crank out as many crossbows as we possibly can. I also had a sneaking suspicion that he was going to go for elephants, so we're trying to build up a meat shield as well. We only have 1 barracks for that. And for whatever reason, instead of walking this way around, my pikemen are super special. And they like to walk like this, because otherwise that gate's not going to get any use out of it, right? So that's not good. You also have to think here in Red's perspective, what did you get out of Imperial Age? You didn't go forward, and you actually allowed me to boom really heavily. So much so that when you were 9 villagers ahead, I actually now surpassed you by 9 villagers with the crazy amount of TCs that I have. Now, given that I have a whole bunch of idols, and we're actually going to try and get this castle up. Elite battle elephant, and these are mine. These are mine. Those are mine. Give me those back. And we see this and engage with the pikemen, and the crossbows are doing relatively okay. Definitely a lot of crossbowmen there, and we want to get Arb as quickly as possible, but that's actually a pretty decent cleanup for us. I did lose a whole bunch of our meat shield. Might want to build some additional meat shield at this point. But you know what? Arb is in now. We got the attack upgrade coming in as well. The extra range. And we can kite this for days. Kite, yeah. Boop. And 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 boop. Just make it really awkward for those chunky boys to engage over here. Yeah, this is definitely going to get taken down. But you know what? It's fine. We are getting tons and tons of value. I know that for Malay, these guys are pretty cheap. But even still, with the amount of arbs that we have, we are killing them before they even touch us. I say that as they touch us. Do not touch my arbalisk. And this is kind of cost efficient for us as well. Especially distracting them. And now all of a sudden we have to deal with those trips. So that's not great. And I think we transition into light cav at some point. Do we transition into light cav in this particular setup? But man, this was a late game. Would have actually been really. Oh no 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 no! No, don't lose these for free. Yeah, we wanted to keep that castle up. But with that being said, there were elephants basically spawning on our face. That was not nice. And now we have a whole bunch of additional spearmen in here, trying to get everything, trying to kill monks as well. Those monks are mostly dying. And can we keep this castle up? Because this castle is in a really nice position. And I really did want to keep this castle up. Can I get this to stay? Looks like it's going to stay up, but wait, there's another treb all the way over here. Can't really engage against that. And he went for skirmishers to counter my arbs, but there's definitely not enough over here. Yeah, trying to snipe this over here. Also, so have to keep a close eye on those elephants quickly. Take that down, take that down. I think we're going to be able to keep this up. Yeah, just barely. And now we're going to start putting some pressure on red space. He is starting to mass up skirmishers, so I did notice that. And I think at some point I'm going to realize that, maybe. Yeah, we're already producing stables. And we are going to try and make some hussar or maybe light cav or, whatever we can at this point just to deal with those skirmishers if they do become too large of a number. Getting the counters out is really, really important because we've tricked this guy once already. We tricked him once in making elephants that he didn't see coming. We're now tricking him twice with the arbs because he probably didn't see those coming. And now we're going to try for the third time trick with light cav, although we need way more stables out here and we need way more food. Also, from what I remember, this is relatively a long game, and yeah, we definitely should not be trickling in these. Yeah, we need to retreat over there. We want to get some more light cav, and that's not too bad. That's a pretty decent number of light cavs. Now he's subbing in additional elephants as his meat shield, which we're just going to try and take down. Oh, light cav, please go for these skirmishers, not the... We still have a really good mass of arbalists over here. We have about 57 of them. So the only thing that we want to do is not engage against these skirmishers. If we cannot engage against these skirms, that would be absolutely brilliant. Whittle down those skirm numbers before we engage against those, and we don't even care if we kill all of these villagers at this point. We just want to make sure that there's not a ton of skirms that are going to kill our arbs, because this is our win condition right here. 55 arbalisk. If these stay alive, we're in a pretty good spot. We're targeting down the elephants with our arbs, and we're sending the light cav into these skirmishers. And man, is this awkward engage. We even have additional arbs over here. That elephant should have definitely run into those arbs. Yeah, and can we get enough over here? It looks like he's going to push that. Oh, and get that last elephant. But we are cleaning up scores. I think overall this was pretty decent engaging from us. We still have 49 left. I know we had 55 before, but I think we're killing way more than that what we're losing here. And these light cav are definitely doing work on these skirmishers. My goodness, what a game. Can we keep that alive? More elite elephants are coming in, and that's kind of poopy. But you know what? Whatever. We'll have more stuff at some point. We're taking the score lead at this point, and we just want to keep this mass of arbs. I know this was the lame into elephants, and we did that, but there has to be sometimes a continuation plan. A contingency plan, a plan D, in case everything goes horribly wrong. And talking about horribly wrong. Definitely did not want to run past those elefantes. Also, definitely want to keep microing these. I'm trying to do stuff at home as well. I just know I am. My APM is definitely on low APM's level. I am low APM, low actions per minute for sure. Also, not the best treb over here. That treb is right in the open. Trying to just hunt down as many of these as we possibly can. And man, we have expanded to a whole bunch of areas of the map. Have a castle over here, have a castle over here. Did not get murder holes. Maybe should have gotten murder holes. I'm not too sure. But now we're just going to send the Lycav in and be annoying and harass as much eco as we possibly can. I feel like we were doing okay in the main engagements. That's kind of why we stuck with the main engagements. But if we can get a couple of Lycav here in the eco, that could really wreck up red. And you know what? We're actually just going to send all of the ARBs into the eco as well. And now he's decided that he's going to go for our eco, which is fine. We have built additional stables back here, and we're going to try and rush out as many Lycav as we possibly can to deal with those skirms. And we're just trying to produce. We're just trying to produce. And this is really unfortunate that this castle may go down, but right now it's getting tons and tons of value. It's shooting skirmishers left and right, killing a whole bunch of them, and we are doing a ton of damage. Look at all these villagers over here. Lycav running in. It's a base trade at this point to a certain degree. Who can stop the bleeding from occurring? And we're just killing villagers with these ARBs. This is a very effective way of killing vills. And we're also trebbing down whatever TCs he has over here. Meanwhile, at home, we have a bunch of stuff to deal with as well. Trying to... Where are you going? Where are you going? No, 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 no. I don't want you over here. I want you to save my castle. Save my castle. We're going to just retreat into our town centers. I realized that he didn't have a whole bunch of stuff to take down buildings. Although, that being said, there is a ram over here. And this castle is also going to do tons and tons of work. And we're just going to try and keep as many villagers alive as possible, as we are absolutely decimating his eco down here. And we have a big ball of ARBs which could easily take out a couple of elephants. Lycav! Lycav! As long as he doesn't push too far past this. And I did realize that he had a bunch of rams over here, so we're going to hop out some villagers maybe? Just send all the boys? Yeah, send the boys, send the girls. Take that down. And more rams over here, trying to clean up all of these skirmishers to the best of our ability. But man, my opponent's eco is now hurting 90 population total. Just run after rams. Who cares about villagers at this point? We already have a vill lead of about 70, so throwing these guys away to stop these rams and slow down his push is totally worth it, in my opinion. I was fully aware of how much damage I was doing down here, and if this goes down as well, that would be great. But that being said, he is going to retask these elephants, and this is probably, yeah, not the best play there, Poop Lord. Not the best play. I think we were focused a lot over here, trying to get as many ARBs as we could, trying to get Lycav as well. I knew that he was basically dead at home. Although he does have this area in which he's trying to reboom, which is actually quite nice. There's gold over there as well. And we're just neighbors. We're just friendly neighbors trying to expand as much food eco as we possibly can. But it doesn't matter anymore. We have stopped and cleared out this push. He can't produce anymore. He's at 45 population, and we're finding him all over the map. And man, that game went a lot longer than I was anticipating it to go. I thought it was going to be elephants and done, but he was actually ahead after the elephants. So I don't know if this was just a bad strat or a terrible strat. I don't know. And the funny thing is, he wanted to go obviously with melee elephants as well. So that was something. That was definitely a thing that occurred. And our KD, we about 1-to-1. I mean, we got 100 more kills there, so not terrible. I guess about 1.25 to 1, so not too crazy. We did raise a lot more buildings and blah 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 blah. Largest army actually pretty equal as well. And here is that timeline for you, so you can see the eco numbers starting to go into red's favor. Me going for some ridiculous chunky boy play, then losing all that chunky boy and deleting the rest of my chunky boys because they were getting converted, and then taking into something completely different. Then a whole bunch of that stuff dying, and then taking into a third unit of choice. So this game for me had like everything in there. It had elephants, it had archers, and then we actually went back to Cav, and we even had some Halb and stuff like that. I guess we didn't really go for a whole bunch of siege other than Trebs. Would have actually been a good idea maybe to get one or two mangonels into that big ball of skirms. That could have definitely helped me keep those safe. And skirms do not do very much damage against mangonels, especially if I got them up to onager. That would have been huge as well. But hindsight always 2020. And with that, I want to say thank you all for walking and keep enjoying Age of Empires.